Alrighty, what do we have here? It's a box in a box. Alright. Power bank. Let's crack this thing open and see what we get in the box. So I just ordered this on Amazon. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I'd initially thought about using it to try to power my diesel heater, but I'm going to show you why you can't do that. And here we go. Let's check it out. So you can't power a diesel heater directly with one of these because the DC part only puts out 10 amps, and I'm going to do a video actually on the power draw of a diesel heater, breaking that down. There is a way I thought about that you can sort of indirectly power this, but I haven't tried it, so I'm not going to, no promises that it's going to work. Wow, there's a box and a box and a box. There we go. Cool. Good packing. This thing is well protected. So this is the EB3A portable power station from Bluetti. And if the outer packaging to the inner packaging is any indication, this product is well packaged. So let's crack it open and see what we get. Manual. Just kidding. I'll read that. Well, at least I'll look at it. Alright, that appears to be the unit. Down the bottom here, we have a bunch of cords and goodies, and it's always a good idea to check, see if anything's hiding in here. It is not. Initial impressions are this was a very well packaged unit for its journey to me. And let's see what all we get in here. Power cord, standard power cord. And this must be the solar power cord. Got some solar panels, and I do. And maybe later this year I will hook this up to my solar panels and do a video on how that all works. But yeah, we're using photovoltaic panels with this. Great. So not a lot of extra stuff in here. So let's get the manual. I'll take a look at that later. Actually, just be a nice manual. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice well packaged unit there. I like it. And let's see what it looks like. Wireless charging. Nice. I can drop my phone on there. Maybe I should move that over here so you can see that. So wireless charging. Output 15 watts. Not a lot of extra stuff in the box, and this is a nice looking unit. The plastic feels to be pretty high quality. The handle, it doesn't feel to be too heavy. Silica gel, do not eat, throw away. Oh, well, I'm glad it had that warning on there. So, go ahead and throw that in there. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get my watt meter that lets me plug into the wall and tell us what kind of power draw, and we'll start charging this thing up and see what it uses for power as it charges. It's supposed to charge very quickly. So I will be back. Alright, so just for grins, I did open the manual before I came back, and noticed it had this before you begin section, so I thought maybe I should read that. And it says something about the manual. You can download it, latest version online. so on and so forth. Don't use any other parts besides genuine Bluetti parts. For your safety, please read carefully before using it and keep it handy. Handy for future reference. All right, so I did look through the manual. Things look pretty straightforward. And what I went in the house to get is this kilowatt meter, and I haven't seen too many people use these. I love this thing. You plug it in the wall, you plug your unit in between that. It tells you what your wall voltage is, how many amperage you're drawing, what kind of wattage, how much power you're using, and ultimately also how many kilowatt hours you've used since you plugged it in and turned it on. So I like this thing for figuring out what a device is using for power, and let's use that as we charge this up. So I'll use the power cord. The power cord plugs into, I don't know if you can see this real well. Also, there's an app for this device, and you can pair it with Bluetooth. I've already downloaded the app on my phone. I'm going to try to pair it. I think I read the directions enough to be able to do that, but we'll see. The instructions for pairing with your Bluetooth are in here. App, download the Bluetti app, log in and pair with EB3A. Press the settings icon to customize your setting. Keep your phone no more than 5 meters from the unit during the update. And there may be like an update to the firmware on this, so maybe that'll be a thing too. But let's get it plugged in first and see what happens. It is turned on. It's at 63%, so that must be how it shipped to me. And I am drawing 2.5, 2.6. Amperage is fluctuating a bit. Going up, 1.8. It's not real steady. Seems now to be kind of steady between 1.8, 1.7. And input, well, interestingly, this is telling me it's drawing 155 watts. And let's see here. Let's look at what we got for watts. So I've got 179, 175 on the meter, and this is saying 152. Now, is this right and that wrong, or that right and this wrong? I don't know. Maybe the answer to that is yes. They're both wrong. So let's see if we can prop this up so that we could see it better. Let me find something. The Bluetti app, and let's see if it is up here. Log in. Oh no, I need an account. All right, I'll be back. All right, so that was painful. I had to sign up for a Bluetti account. All right, so it shows that it's charging. I'm getting 155 watts from the grid and 0 watts from PV. In other words, nothing from solar. And it looks like the solar input is there. So again, I've got 100 watts of solar panels that I'm going to get set up later this year, and I will definitely hook that up and try to charge this with those. I guess this is kind of handy. I think I can turn on or off DC. I just turned on DC there, so I could get could draw DC voltage from this side. This would be the cigarette lighter type plug. All right. Yep, that would go right in there. And then we've got two 12-volt DCs at 10 amps. I'm going to assume that's 10 amps total for DC. And I had mentioned that you cannot run a diesel heater directly off of this at 10 amps. It's too much draw. I'm going to do a video later that shows exactly how much one of these draws when they start up. It's not so much that when you run a diesel heater that it couldn't run the fan. It could run the fan. It just could not provide enough DC current for the startup. So we can turn on the AC here. That says a total of 600 watts AC out of there. And turn that back off. We're up to 70%. So this thing charges pretty quickly. So this says that we're getting 158 watts out of it. out of the grid, and I'm seeing 174 on the watt meter, so there's some disagreement there. I'm not too worried about it. All right, so that covers the unpacking and initial plugging in of this unit. Seems to be charging up. Not hearing any fans kick on. Anyway, it's a good looking unit. Thanks for watching.